On behalf of Park Vista High School's School Counseling Department, I would like to welcome you to our first coffee talk for the 2020-2021 school year. Today's topic will cover the State University System of Florida and the application process. Before we get started, I would like to remind you to make sure that you are up to date with the latest school counseling information by signing up for our weekly reminders. You can do this by visiting our school website, www.pvchs.com, click on School Counseling, and then School Counseling Reminder. By receiving our weekly reminder, you will be notified of our latest scholarship and financial aid information, our virtual college visits, and summer programs. The School Counseling tab also serves as a wealth of information for high school and college planning. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. The State University System of Florida is comprised of 12 universities with more than 420,000 students, making it the second largest public university system in the nation. All of these universities have many things in common, yet they still retain their own individuality and uniqueness. During this presentation, I'll be discussing the advantages to attending a public university in Florida, what it takes to be admitted, and the application process. I will also do a brief overview of each school and some of their special programs. So what are the advantages of attending a state university? According to a recent U.S. News and World Report article, Florida public universities are nationally ranked. Florida now has 5 public institutions ranked in the top 100, which is the 4th most in the country. Since last year, UF has climbed from number 7 to number 6. Florida State is number 19. UCF has climbed 2 spots to 77. USF is 46. And FIU has climbed to 95, making it to the top 100 this year. Overall, our public university system has always been nationally ranked based on graduation rate, low debt at graduation, tuition and fees, and educational attainment. Another advantage of attending a state university is distance and location. With our closest 4-year public university being half hour away and the farthest being roughly 9 hours, there are options for the student who wants to be close to home or for the student who wants to be as far away as possible without ever leaving our state border. There are also more academic options. 4-year public universities tend to be larger than smaller private schools with more faculty, more variety in subjects and majors, and possibly more research opportunities. Not only are there more academic options, but more extracurricular activities, more sports, fraternities, sororities, and larger student government associations. Perhaps the biggest advantage of attending a 4-year university is the cost. Financially speaking, there is a difference in price tag when attending an in-state public university compared to a private or an out-of-state school. On this next slide, I would like to show you how much it costs to attend 1 year of college at 3 different types of universities: 1 in-state, 1 out-of-state, and 1 private. A Florida resident who chooses to attend the University of Florida can expect to pay in tuition and tuition alone for 1 year over $4,477. After you add things such as room and board, books and supplies, other fees, and other expenses, for 1 year of college, that student would expect to pay over $21,000. However, if you have a student who's coming from out of state, who's not a resident of Florida, tuition alone is going to cost them over $25,000. And then after you add up everything else, room and board, other fees, books and supplies, it's going to cost them about over $42,000. A resident of Ohio who decides they would like to attend Ohio State University would expect to pay for tuition around $9,852 as tuition alone. If you add up everything else, the room and board, budget for expenses, books and supplies, their 1 year of attending Ohio State University for someone who lives in state would cost about over $27,000. However, someone who lives out of state, again, someone from Florida who chooses to go to Ohio State, they should expect to pay for tuition and tuition alone over $29,000, almost $30,000. Adding everything else, the room and board, books and supplies, their 1 year, someone who's from out of state, their 1 year to attend Ohio State University would be roughly over $47,000. A student who chooses to attend a private school, such as the University of Miami, can expect to pay in tuition over $48,000. After you pay everything else, such as the room and board and books and supplies, budgeting for other expenses, 1 year to attend the University of Miami can cost over $68,000. We are very fortunate in Florida to have the Bright Future Scholarship Program that can help lower the cost of attending a university in Florida. The 2 scholarships that cover tuition and fees are the Florida Academic Scholars Award, which covers 100% of tuition and applicable fees and $300 for both fall and spring semesters for additional educational expenses, and the Florida Medallion Scholars Award, which covers 75% of tuition and applicable fees. How much can Bright Future save you? As an example, let's say that tuition, books, supplies, and other fees at a Florida school is about $7,591 per year. Florida Academic would pay roughly $6,755 per year, and Medallion would pay around over $4,616 per year of that total. So if your student earned the Florida Academic, the bill for tuition and fees for that year, again, not including room and board, would be close to $900, and around $2,900 if you earned the Medallion. Other scholarships and financial aid might cover the difference in tuition and room and board. What are the requirements for the Florida Academic Scholars Award? For a student to earn the Florida Academic Scholars Award, they must earn a 3.5 recalculated weighted GPA, weighted meaning that they've added extra 0.5 for any class that's honors, or a full quality point for any class that's AP, ACE, or dual enrollment. So if an A is 4 in a regular class, if they took like an honors English class, so to speak, then they would add 0.5. That grade would be equivalent to a 4.5. So again, they need to have a weighted 3.5 GPA based on the courses that you see here on this slide. So that GPA, it's not their GPA that they have on their transcript, which is every class they've ever taken in high school. It's just based on these courses. So the courses are their 4 years of English, 4 years of math, including Algebra 1 and above, 3 years of science, 3 years of social studies, 2 years of foreign language, and that's of the same language, such as Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2. And then additional, they're allowed additional credits too, up to 2, that may be AP, IB, ACE, any academic class that would raise their GPA, hopefully to make it a 3.5 weighted. They also have to earn 100 hours of community service. And then they also have to earn a 1330 on their SAT. The highest you can earn on the SAT is a 1600, and that's combined reading and math only, or a 29 on the ACT. The highest you can earn on the ACT is a 36. And these test scores, they will super score them. So if a student takes the SAT more than once, for example, they will then take the highest math of those 2 or 3 times, and combine it with the highest reading of those 2 or 3 times that they may have taken the test. So that's called super score. And Bright Futures will also super score the ACT as well. To earn the Florida Medallion Scholars Award, a senior must earn a weighted 3.0 recalculated GPA based on their 4 English classes, their math, their science, social studies, 2 years of foreign language, and also additional academic classes that can help raise their GPA to a 3.0. They also must earn 75 hours of community service, and for test scores, they must have a 1210 on the SAT or a 25 on the ACT. And again, as I mentioned before with the Florida Academic, these could be super scored. What are the steps to apply to a 4-year state university in Florida? First, to be eligible, it is important that your student meets the following state university system requirements. A first-time in college student may be admitted if meeting a 2.5 or higher grade point average on a 4.0 scale as calculated by the university, presents an official SAT and or ACT score, and meets the requirements for college-level placement. All students must have completed 18 academic units. Of those 18 academic units, 4 credits must be in English, 3 in science, 3 in social science, 2 in foreign language, and for example, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, or French 1 and French 2. So it has to be of the same language. 4 credits of math, Algebra 1 level or above, and 2 additional academic credits. Again, this is the minimum. 18 academic units are the bare minimum to be eligible for a 4-year university, public university in the state of Florida. When should your student apply for college, and what is involved in the actual college application? Apply early. Most college applications open as early as August and some even in July. During the application process, it is important to be familiar with several admission decision terms. If a college states that they have rolling admission, this means that a college will evaluate applications as they are received versus waiting to evaluate all applications after a hard deadline. Schools will continue to evaluate applications until they filled all the slots for their incoming class. So theoretically, a student may have from September until May 1st to submit an application. However, please keep in mind the spots will fill up, and the more a student waits to apply in a rolling admission situation, the more competitive it is to be admitted to that particular university. Using regular decision allows students to work on their grades, ACT and SAT scores, or extracurricular activities. With regular decision, colleges often wait to send out their acceptance letters at one time. Some universities will have rolling admission or regular decision, but they also may have a priority deadline. If you apply before this deadline and are a strong candidate, you have a higher chance of getting admitted and or receiving a scholarship to a public university. Many state and or public universities use priority deadlines to encourage early applications. The State University System of Florida likes to use the terminology priority deadline, typically for November 1st. While many schools may still have a regular decision deadline, applications received after November 1st are reviewed on space available basis. For the most popular colleges like University of Florida and Florida State, not meeting these priority deadlines greatly diminishes a student's acceptance. Early action applicants also have early deadlines and receive a determination of acceptance by the college before the typical spring notification date. However, the applicant is not required to make a commitment to enroll until a later specified date, usually May 1st. If your first choice school offers an early action choice and you feel you're a strong candidate, you may want to consider this option. You are under no obligation to enroll if you are accepted. As of now, the only university that has this option in the state university system is Florida Gulf Coast. Which schools should your students apply to? Students typically apply to anywhere between 4 and 8 schools. It is recommended that a student's final list include schools from each of the following categories: safety schools, realistic schools, and reach schools. Safety schools have most of the feature a student desires and at which the probability of admission is highly likely to certain. A safety school is one in which your academic credentials exceeds those of the average accepted student. Your ace in the hole, so to speak. Realistic schools possess the significant features a student desires and one where you feel reasonably certain that you'd be admitted because your GPA and test scores are similar to the average admitted student. Then there are the reach schools, a student's top choice school. It is fine to include a couple of long shots. Those are your reaches. However, a reach school should still be within the realm of possibility. If your academic profile is light years away from the average admitted student, then you may want to reconsider applying. Please keep in mind that the most selective schools are reach schools for everyone. How do you apply to our public universities in Florida? Students may apply online either using the institutional online application if it's available, the common application, or another application platform called Coalition. Some universities will offer only one type of application platform or offer all 3 as choices. However, it is important to note that students should only choose one application platform when they apply to college, since the colleges will only accept one application. The next slide is from Florida State's website from their undergraduate application portal. Notice that FSU offers all 3 options to apply: the institutional application, common application, and the coalition. What is the common application, otherwise known as the Common App? Well, over 900 universities and colleges use this as a platform to apply. One of the benefits of Common App is that you may apply to more than one university if other universities are also using this application. So rather than submit various applications, you are submitting one. However, most universities on Common App require students to submit supplemental materials along with the mandatory application. Your student will need to keep track of what the different universities will require beyond the basic application. The Coalition is a fairly new application option for college candidates. It is similar to Common App, but the Coalition app does not cover as many schools as Coalition. For example, there are over 132 colleges that use Coalition. However, more and more schools are joining each year. Whichever application your student chooses, it is important that they follow directions. Students should strictly submit what the application was required them to do, no more, no less. In the next several slides, I will discuss other components that you may see on a college application. The essay. Most college applications require a student to submit an essay or personal statement. This is such an important piece of the college application. If two candidates have everything the same, GPA, rigor, test scores, activities, it may come down to the student's essay that could determine an admission decision from a university. The essay is essentially the student's voice, what makes them unique. It gives them the opportunity to share with an admission committee what makes them stand out from other applicants, as well as giving them an idea of their writing style as a prospective college student. The essay does matter, and it is not a completion grade to their application. The following are suggestions and tips for writing a great college essay, such as answering the prompt, not relying on spell check, having someone proof for grammar and content. This is your student's opportunity to shine, to tell an admissions committee things about themselves that will make the committee eager to know more about your student and think positively on how they would be an asset to their campus. Test scores. Reporting test scores is part of the college application process, and all public universities in the state of Florida require this. For a test score to be official for a university, the test scores must be sent to the colleges directly from the testing agency. So if a student took the SAT, they would order their test to be sent through the College Board website. If it is the ACT, then they will go on the ACT website to order those test scores to be sent. Usually each test report that is sent out to university is about $15. Some colleges, though, now will accept self-reporting of test scores. What this means is that when the student applies to college, they do not have to initially submit an official test score by ordering them through College Board or ACT. They can just self-report the test scores on the application. However, please keep in mind that once students are accepted, that ultimately the colleges will want to see an official test score. Many of you may have students who are seniors right now and may have only taken the SAT or ACT one time due to the current situation with the pandemic. But please know that there are a lot of test dates now available in our area. We have the test dates listed on our school website under the school counseling tab. And also here's a copy of all the test dates that are coming up in the future that students are still able to take. What is important to know is that the test scores are submitted to the university's deadline to submit test scores. So let's say a university has a deadline, an application deadline of November 1st. That student may want to check the university's website to see when they need the test scores sent to them. Sometimes it's also in November, or it may be the month after. So a student wants to make sure they have their test scores already ready to go, usually around the time the deadline or whenever the deadline for test scores are. As part of the application process, Florida colleges and universities require an official record of final grades from every course that a student took for high school credit, known as a transcript. To order a transcript, students will need to order through Parchment. The instructions are listed here, as well as on our school website under the School Counseling tab. However, we do have a few universities that will not initially accept a transcript. Instead, they want the student to fill out the SSAR, the Self-Reported Student Academic Record. It is very important that the student reports accurately when completing this record. Remember that when a student is offered admission to college, it is always conditional upon receipt of their final transcript, which will be sent following high school graduation. If a student does not perform well or drops an academic class from their senior schedule or did not report accurately on the SSAR, for example, the student indicated that they earned an A in freshman English when they actually earned a C, this could impact a college's original admission decision, and the college will have the right to rescind that decision. If a university is using the SSAR as part of their application process, it is usually available as a link on their application portal. New this year, UCF has their own self-reporting system called Spark, which is somewhat similar to the SSAR. At this point of the presentation, you may be wondering which Florida schools use what type of system to submit grades. The following is a cheat sheet, which is also available on our school website under the School Counseling tab under College Information, that lists whether a school uses the SSAR, Parchment, and also what type of application platform they may be using. When using the SSAR, SIS should be your student's best friend since they can find all of their final grades, GPA, and HPA on their SIS account, and hopefully this will help them fill out the SSAR accurately. Another component that is sometimes optional on some college applications is the college resume. Not all colleges will require a student to submit a resume. If they do not ask for one, do not submit it. However, it is helpful for a student to have a resume available when filling out the activities section of a college application. Also, some scholarship applications in private colleges and out-of-state schools may require a letter of recommendation, although this is not a requirement for colleges in the state university system of Florida. Having a resume available is useful for a teacher or counselor who may need to write a recommendation on your student's behalf. There are many templates online that can help with resume building. This is one example of a website called Like Me that has samples and tips on how to write a college admission resume. Here's an example of a type of template that we've seen students use in the past when creating their high school resumes. Finally, the last component that is required to complete the college application is the application fee. For Florida public schools, the fee is typically around $30. For a student's application to be considered, the fee must be paid. The second part of this presentation will focus on an overview of all of our public universities in Florida, including a brief description of certain programs that may be unique to a particular school. Before we begin our virtual tour of each university, I would like to bring to your attention to the Florida State University System Admissions Matrix. This matrix is available on our school website under the School Counseling tab under College Information, and it is a very useful tool for our students to see what other students had on average to be admitted into these schools from the previous school year. For example, if you look at FAU's data, it shows that a student who was admitted to FAU had a mid-range recalculated weighted GPA of between a 3.58 and a 4.1. Their SAT scores were on average, between 1120 and 1160. And again, the highest you can earn on the SATs is 1600. The mid-range ACT score was between a 24 and a 29. The highest you can earn on the ACT is a 36. And the matrix also lists the deadline for applying, and in this case it was April 15th. This information you're seeing here is based on the senior class of 2019. We should have an updated matrix soon, and when we do, we will make it available through our weekly reminder and on our school website. Now let's begin our tour. The first 6 schools I will be reviewing are the largest ones in the state. While you read through each slide, you will be able to see a description of the campus, the application deadline, total number of undergraduate and freshman class, unique facilities, most popular majors, mid-range GPA, SAT, and ACT, how selective they are with their applicants, and what type of applications and transcripts they will accept. I will also add information that may be exclusive to that particular school. The University of Central Florida is not only the largest university in Florida, but one of the largest in the nation. Highly ranked in aerospace and defense industry job placement, UCF is ranked number 16 as most innovative and number 77 in top public schools according to U.S. News & World Report. One of the newest updates to this school is a downtown campus partnered with Valencia College where there are housing, job, and internship opportunities. This downtown campus, known as a creative village, has 9 undergraduate programs in digital media, communication, public service, and health-related careers. UCF also has the Top 10 Nights program, which is guaranteed admission and housing to students who are numerically ranked in the top 10% of the graduating class or have a minimum 3.9 GPA. Applicants also must have an 1100 on their SAT or a composite ACT score of 22. UCF has opportunities for incoming freshmen to apply to their Excel program and Lead Scholars program. The Excel program is designed to increase success for STEM students in their first 2 years at UCF, with opportunities to participate in undergraduate research during their spring semester of sophomore year. The Lead Scholars Program is a 2-year academic leadership program for first-time students whose applications are based on the rigor of high school curriculum, their leadership activities, and community service. The University of Florida is the most academically competitive university in the state in terms of college admissions. According to U.S. News and World Report, UF is ranked number 6 among public universities and number 30 nationally among private and public universities. It is also ranked number 11 in accounting, number 10 in marketing, and number 32 in engineering. UF has different pathways to admissions. One pathway is the Innovation Academy, where students can major in one of 30 different degrees with a minor in innovation. If accepted into this program, students can live on campus during the spring and summer, giving students the opportunity in the fall to pursue internships, study abroad, or other co-curricular activities. PACE, another pathway to admissions, is an online program where you can transfer to campus after you complete a minimum of 15 credit hours and 2 semesters through UF Online. After completing a total of 60 hours and completing all prerequisite courses for your major, students may request to transition to campus. UF also has the Matching Florida Opportunity Scholarship, which assists historically low-income, first-generation college students in meeting their college costs. The program provides recipients mentorship and full grant and scholarship package to earn a bachelor's degree at the University of Florida. According to U.S. News and World Report, Florida State University is ranked number 19 among public schools, number 58 nationally among public and private universities, and in their business programs, they are ranked number 5 in insurance and number 8 in real estate. In addition to being accepted for admissions to the Tallahassee campus, FSU has several seminal pathway programs where students can join the Tallahassee campus after completing one of these pathways and after applying for regular first-year admission to the university. The FSU International Program is a study abroad program where students can transfer after studying a semester or up to 1 year abroad. There is also the transfer pathway from a Florida State college with priority given to students who attend Tallahassee Community College. And there is the Panama City campus pathway where students start on this campus during the summer after graduation with the possibility of continuing at the Tallahassee campus in the following summer or fall. FSU also has the CARE Summer Bridge program. The CARE Summer Bridge program provides a comprehensive program designed to ease the transition from high school to college while building a strong academic foundation. Applicants selected to participate in CARE are first-generation college students from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds who have demonstrated a strong desire to succeed. Students must apply to FSU by December 1st and complete the supplemental materials and essays. The University of South Florida is ranked number 46 in the nation among public universities, number 17 in top performers on social mobility, number 68 most innovative school, and number 71 in best value schools according to U.S. News and World Report. When students apply, they apply to either the Tampa, St. Petersburg campus or Sarasota, Manatee campus. The Tampa campus has over 180 undergraduate degrees and concentrations from medicine to engineering to the arts and business. St. Petersburg is a smaller campus in downtown St. Petersburg with 4,800 students, and Sarasota Manatee has a little over 2,000 students and is a more close-knit community and hands-on learning through internships and research. A unique program to the Sarasota campus is their risk management insurance major. In recent years, Stetson University College has joined with USF to offer a 3+3 program where students can earn a law degree as well as a bachelor's degree in law. Florida Atlantic University ranked number 33 in top performers on social mobility according to U.S. News and World Report, has the state of Florida's first Master of Science degree in Artificial Intelligence, which was launched last year. Also, the Harriet L. Wilkes Honors College of Florida Atlantic University is the nation's only university-affiliated freestanding honors college. Located in Jupiter, Florida, on the John D. MacArthur campus of FAU, it is a close-knit, residential, highly selective liberal arts and sciences college offering an all-honors curriculum, and it is surrounded by world-renowned scientific research institutes. Students can apply through Common App to be considered for the Wilkes Honors College. FAU also has a new engineering bridge program for students who are not quite math ready. It is designed to give students an opportunity to enroll at FAU while adjusting to the rigors of college math and science coursework, focusing on academic success. Another program is FAU's Jump Start program, which provides students the opportunity to connect with other first-year students and create a unique support system by establishing relationships with academic advisors, professors, and classmates. Students through this program will have the opportunity to complete 6 summer credits, which will help them progress towards their graduation requirements. Florida International University is ranked number 95 among top public schools, number 19 in top performers in social mobility, and number 2 in international business, according to U.S. News and World Report. FIU has a social mobility and entrepreneurship program which involves courses and community outreach programs whose main goal is getting students involved in innovation, entrepreneurship, and change-making. FIU's Golden Promise is a program that guarantees 100% tuition and fees to Florida residents with a 0 expected family contribution on their FAFSA. Through their School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, they have a Semester at Sea program. FIU also offers programs in disaster management, EMT paramedic, broadcast journalism, Spanish language journalism, as well as certificate programs in cruise ship and superyacht design and an architect certificate program. We will now move on to our medium-sized schools, starting with the University of North Florida. Ranked number 136 among top public schools in the nation, according to U.S. News and World Report, the University of North Florida has the Community Alliance for Student Success, which was created to serve underrepresented students on campus by working with the community, creating internship with ideas from student and community leaders based on entrepreneurial ideas. University of North Florida also has a reduced tuition rate for UNF alumni who matriculate into a graduate program within 3 terms of receiving a bachelor's degree at UNF. It is also for students who have maintained continuous enrollment and are current undergraduate students taking graduate level courses. At UNF, students can complete a major, minor, or certificate program in deaf education. The University of West Florida is ranked number 15 in top public schools among regional universities in the South and number 56 in best value schools, according to U.S. News and World Report. UWF is a recognized military and veteran-friendly institution by Military Times, GI Jobs, and Military Advanced Education. Their Military and Veterans and Resource Center provides assistance for active duty military veterans, active duty veteran spouses, and dependent children with or without educational benefits. Some of UWF's popular majors are in cybersecurity, cyber defense, and marine biology, and they also have a program for students with autism, the Argos Autism Program. This program is a beyond access service offered by Student Accessibility Resources that provides academic, social, life skills, and career planning support to students with autism who attend the University of West Florida. Our state's historically black college, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, is ranked number 20 in performers on social mobility, number 7 among historically black colleges and universities, and they are the highest ranked public historically black college university in the nation, according to U.S. News and World Report. FAMU's Ignite program offers students who attend a state college in Florida guaranteed general admission into FAMU after completion of an associate's degree. Note that limited access programs may require additional admissions and prerequisite requirements. Some of their most popular programs at FAMU are in pharmacy, graphic communication, and they also have a College of Law program near downtown Orlando. According to U.S. News and World Report, among regional universities in the South, Florida Gulf Coast University is number 28 in top public schools and number 16 in most innovative. Florida Gulf Coast is highly ranked in job placement following college graduation. Their SOAR and 4 program provides incoming first-year students an additional incentive to stay on track to complete a 4-year degree and secure a job by providing a rebate on first-year tuition. FGCU has many popular majors, especially in business and in the health professions. However, they also have a Bachelor's in Science in Construction Management and a Bachelor's in Science in Supply Chain Management. FGCU is also the only public school in Florida that has an early action date for their application. This early action date is also if the student wants to be considered for scholarship. The last 2 universities I will discuss are our smallest schools in the state, Florida Polytechnic and New College of Florida. Florida Polytechnic University is the newest of the 12 institutions in the state university system of Florida. It is the state's only public university that focuses solely on STEM education, which are in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. After only 6 years in existence, Florida Polytechnic University made its first appearance in the national rankings of U.S. News & World Report as number 72 among more than 230 undergraduate engineering colleges without a PhD, and in the top 40 of those that are public universities. It is also the only top undergraduate engineering program in the state of Florida to appear in this category. Florida Poly offers degrees in high-demand areas of studies that are critical to economic growth and job creation. 99% of students have internships before they graduate. New College of Florida is the state university system of Florida's designated honors college. According to U.S. News & World Report, it is ranked 84 nationally among liberal arts colleges, 57 in best undergraduate teaching, number 89 among best value schools, and number 6 in top public liberal arts colleges. 80% of students go on to graduate or some type of professional school following their undergraduate degree. 86% of their classes are seminar style and less than 20 students per class. New College offers a personal and collaborative learning environment where faculty and students engage in in-depth exploration of ideas and subject matter, and where students have the freedom to chart their own academic course. For more information on our SUS schools, you can visit their respective websites or visit floridashines.org, where you may take virtual campus tours, learn more about college admissions requirements, and how to succeed while you're enrolled at the university. It is also a great tool for career research and financial aid. Our school website is also a valuable resource for college planning. Visit www.pvchs.com, scroll down to the School Counseling tab, click on the School Counseling tab, and you will see other topics that address questions related to our high school and college planning. Click on the college information and you'll be able to access information regarding our college visits, workshop, and the college handbook. The college handbook includes junior-senior year checklists, timelines for college planning, college comparison worksheets, and reviews college admission terminologies, frequently asked questions, and information about bright futures and financial aid. If you sign up for our weekly reminder, you will receive messages for our virtual college fairs. There is a virtual coalition fair on September 16th and 17th, and the National Association for College Admission Counseling is also sponsoring virtual college tours with dates available in October and November. All of this information can be found under the College Information tab under College Fair Schedule. We are also adding virtual college visits and virtual on-site college admission and application opportunities from FAU, FGCU, and FIU. Virtual college visits information is also available on our school websites under the School Counseling tab under College Information. Our seniors also have an amazing opportunity this fall to participate in a series of college planning workshops. Many relevant topics will be discussed, such as applying to college, essay writing, resume building, and financing your college education. Students can participate by joining the Google Class link located under College Workshops under the College Information tab. As always, if you have any questions, we encourage you to reach out to your child's school counselor. On this slide, we have all the counselors listed with their email addresses. Thank you for reviewing today's coffee talk on the State University System of Florida and the college application process. Our next coffee talk, which will cover career explorations for high school students, will be on October 8th and conducted virtually in the same format as today's presentation.